Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We're just kicking back out here in the heat. This is a quick video on should you share your campground with other people. And I thought of this because I'm heading to this spot and they're all booked up and I can't get a campground there. So I thought about when I was biking on this last trip, I got into a place where there was like 2 camp spots left and I got one of them. And then the place filled up. It was a lot of people. And then these hikers, PCT hikers, came by, and they're going through the campground and asking people if they could split the campground with them, give them some money or whatnot. And everyone was saying no. And they were coming to me, and I saw them and heard them and stuff. And it's no big deal. I'll do that. You've been there. So this group of like 5 hikers comes up and they're like, hey, dude, you want to split your site with us? We'll give you some cash, and some beers, And I'm like, well, I don't drink beer, but yeah, okay. And I said, and I made the mistake. You don't have to give me any cash. And because I'd already paid and whatever. It would have been $10. So I said, no, thank you, and go ahead, set up your tent. So they set up their tents. I think I could have 4 or 5 tents there, so they made it work, and they teamed up, and nobody said anything. But it was about, I think it was around 11 o'clock at night. Everybody's in bed. You hear a few people camping, talking at the camp, and all of a sudden, pick up at my campsite. They're drinking beers and, having a good time. I've been there. And it starts to get a little bit louder and louder. Now, they're a mix-match bunch of PCT hikers, and if you know what those are, they hook up on the trail, and there you got a different crowd, different types of people. There's one guy, he's continuing to get really blasted and talking real loud. You hear people going, hey, be quiet, and this is my campsite, right? I paid for the campsite. It's my name on it. And then it starts to get really out of control, and then they're burning weed, and it starts to just stink up the whole campground. And I don't care, but, there's kids and stuff and families, and you can start to hear people getting a little pissed. And so, I'm like, hey, guys, you're going to have to, quiet down a little bit. And they're like, oh, hey, sorry, dude, okay, And then now one guy, he's just staying up talking. Some people just stay up at the campsite, and they just talk. And I kept kind of falling asleep, and I'm like, God, I wish that guy would shut up. And then all of a sudden, here comes the park ranger, pulls up, and I see the bright light, on my tent coming through. I'm like, oh, what the heck? And I unzip, and I hear, right when I unzip, the guys come up with this flashlight. Hey, guys, what's going on here? It's like 1 in the morning, And I'm like, hey, this is my campsite. These guys are PCT. They asked if they could stay here. He said, I don't care about any of that. You guys need to be quiet. He was just kind of including me. Freaking, what a nightmare. And he says, and if I hear one more peep, I'm calling the sheriff. And he's just a park guy, like a park campground guy. And actually, he was going to call the U.S. Forest Service, and he was just a campground host. So anyway, finally it started to quiet down. Then I was like, okay, this is cool. They're okay. But will I ever do it again? Well, I think if I ever do it again, I'll make sure that I, talk a little bit more and think about it before I say yes, because that one was a mistake. But I've been there, and people have done that for me, and thank God, and I was very respectful. So I don't know, use your judgment, but that's my story on what happened on this last one. Please like and subscribe, and I've got more of those funky little camp out stories for you.